I'm so excited today because I'm bringing you to Costco for a kosher grocery haul. I will also share my process to make sure I do not waste food. How much does it cost for a kosher grocery haul for a family of 5 at Costco? How I find kosher food and non-specialized kosher groceries like Costco, as well as my best tips on how to store produce in the fridge for them to last for weeks. So let's jump into it. As I explained in my Walmart grocery haul, before doing any grocery, I will go around my 3 fridges, 3 freezers, and pantry to see what I'm missing. I will use my grocery list to write what I need, and of course, the link to my free printable grocery list will be in the description box below. Once that I have completed my list, well, let's go and shop at Costco. Costco starts with what is on special on our left and the electronics on our right. I try not to look at them, otherwise I end up buying them, even though I don't need them. So maybe I'm alone having all these urges to buy everything at Costco. But to avoid doing that, I rush to the snack and I start my Costco haul here. I am already so excited as I see new kosher items that I never saw before. Many are kosher dairy, so it's a no-go for us because we eat Chalab Israel. But I also find one of our favorite snacks, the Made Good gluten-free snack. We do eat gluten, and usually gluten-free products for us, I don't know, maybe it's only me, but it tastes a little bit like cardboard. But this one is delicious for $11.89. It's really a good snack. Another snack that we love are these granola minis. They are so delicious. We had plenty at home right now. But if you see them, grab them. They're absolutely amazing. They are about $9 a bag. Amazing. Don't miss out on them. What we do need though today are these crispy bars. They're amazing. They are again OU parv, so easy peasy. And if you ever wondered why the regular Rice Krispies are not kosher, it's because the marshmallows are made with gelatin derived from animal. Usually it is from pork, so already strike one. And also they have milk product in it, so double strike. I've never seen this product before. I really hope it's going to be kosher. It's gluten-free, which seems to be a theme for today. And yes, it's K-check or kosher check, so definitely a good certification for us. So for $9.99, these coconut keto clusters are coming home with us. We love these pistachios, so we're going to take a bag for sure. They're about 3 pounds for $12.99, and they are on special, so yay! A little bit of saving in our pocket. Most of the cookies are not kosher, so I'm not going to even bother looking at them. What I am really interested in is this amazing looking pecan pie flavored mix thingy. It looks simply delicious. The ingredients are simple, so that's always a big plus. And I think of perhaps using it as a topping on ice creams or maybe as a topping on a real pecan pie. Let me know what would you do with it. I would love to know in the comments below. I will also buy these extra large peanuts. They are so good. I use them to make my own peanut butter as well as for my Thai chicken sauce. And if you want the recipe, of course, let me know in the comments below. This haul is so exciting. Look at this, Smart Sweets OU parv. It's amazing. Never saw this in my life. It's $11.99. It's a bit on a pricey side. And here I want to show you something. This is the same brand, but look, the flavor is different and it is not kosher. I've been finding that more and more that depending on the flavor, some in the same brand will be kosher and other non-kosher. So I always look at the products, even though I found a previous one that was kosher. These fruit to go are our children's favorite snack ever. They are again COR parv, so definitely it's coming home with us. While taking that, I saw another one. Look at this again. A new find. I'm so excited. I don't know. You get excited about grocery shopping? I do. These are 2 ingredients little snack. They are on the expensive side at $18.99, but we need to try it. Worst comes to worst, we won't like it and won't buy it again. And our Costco is made in such a funny way. I was in the snack, and at the end of the snack aisle, I have towels, which I need, so I'm going to take some. As you know, blue is for milk and red is for meat in our kosher kitchen, and they are pretty good. That's $17.99 for 6 towels. I continue in the aisle, and a lot of you asked me about percolator, where we can find some. Well, I found one for $99.99, and it's a good brand. I heard a lot of good things about it. It's called Cuckoo, and it has a lock function, so it should be good for Shabbat. Maybe you want to check it out, but for $99, it's a pretty good price. I'll make a quick detour into the container section because so many of you asked me, in what do I store my food on Shabbat? No, not in these containers with the flimsy cover, but in these glass dock containers. I've had them for years. They're amazing, totally worth $30. While seeing the food scale, I thought of another question that came up very often is, should I weigh the ingredients to make challah? And the answer is yes. For $22.99 you can have an amazing scale, and even cheaper on Amazon, so totally worth the investment. Another great deal at Costco are their LED lights. $15.99 for 8 instead of $4 each at the dollar store. I'll go for that. And apparently the Kirkland battery for $15.75 a pack are the same as Duracell, just with a different label. I will try them, but I would love to know, is it true? Is the rumor true? Is it the same thing as Duracell? I would love to know because it was so much cheaper. Another thing that I would love to know is, how much do you think this Costco haul will cost? Let me know in the comments below, and if you are the closest, you will get a beautiful coffee on me for next week. I'm okay on laundry soap and softener, but last time my friend came over, her clothes smelled so good. And I asked her, what are you using? And she said to me, I'm using Scent Booster from Gain. I have no clue what it was, but when I saw it at Costco, I got so excited, and I wish you could smell that. It smells so delicious. And on top of that, like a sign from above, on special, hello, $15.99. And maybe it's just me, but I get really excited when things are on special. Another thing that I always ask myself at Costco, like, is it just a hype, the tithe thing, or is it the Kirkland brand that is like way less expensive, better? I don't know, the same thing. Does it really help? All these stain removers, OxyClean, I use them, but do you really find it makes a difference? I would love to know. I don't know, I have these weird questions when I go at Costco. And during my after Shabbat routine, you asked me where to get the spin mop. Well, there you go. For about $40, you can have it, and it's really, really good. I also needed some rinse aid. I don't know about you, but I really find it makes a difference on my dishes when I use it. Maybe it's all in my head. Another craziness. A product that I really, really love is the Power Wash by Dawn. Like, I heard such a big hype during the summer about it, and I thought it was just a hype, but really $11.49, like, it's so good. It takes away anything and everything, and it smells so good. We're finally in the fruit section, and I really wanted to have some grapes. They looked so good, but when I flipped them, oh my God, look at that. Like, they're so wet and they don't look good. And I took one box and another box, and I know that maybe it doesn't render properly, but the top on this one was not great and the bottom was better, so it's still a no-go. I tried a third box, and seriously, I really wanted to buy them, but they were just not pretty at all. I knew that I was going to run into issues. Look at this, like, it's already yellow, and so no grapes for us. This is something new for me at Costco. I found grapefruits, dates, and pomegranates from Israel, which is usually great. But this year it's a big problem as we are in a Shemitah year, a year where we should not reap the produce of the earth. And many owners in Israel do not take what is called terumah. So we cannot eat these products without taking terumah before eating these produce. And I will leave in the link in the description box below for you to give you more information about this. What I did find are these amazing Mayor's lemon. It's a cross between a lemon and a tangerine. They are so delicious. And talking about tangerines, I did find these tangerines from Morocco. They simply look delicious at $5.59. What a steal. As I was telling you, the layout of our Costco is really weird. Like just next to the produce, we have like paper plates, which we needed. In our last haul at Walmart, they were $6.98 for 40, and here they are a bit less than $16 for 150, so much better price. I will also take some parchment paper, which is definitely a must-have in any challah and grilled veggies recipe. Another must-have in our Costco kosher haul are these aluminum pans. They are 30 for $7.99. It's like an amazing price. Usually at the dollar store, I will pay them 2 for $1. So definitely much better price here. And they are a must-have for kosher meal prep, Shabbat prep. And I will leave in the link above and the description box below links on videos on our meal preps. We are super blessed to have kosher meat at this Costco. It is about $15.99 per kilogram, which is about $7.25 per pound, compared to Walmart, which was $8.99 a pound, so definitely a better price. I will also take some chicken legs, $4 a pound, which is really, really good price. We continue with the crazy layout of our Costco. Next to the meat, we have potatoes. I guess it's like meat and potato. I don't know. These are the best for sure. I needed some cucumbers too. The way to check them, if the tips are firm, then it's coming home with us. And randomly next to the veggies, we are going to have more snack. When I saw them, it looked so good. They are veggie crisp. Usually they're not kosher, and this one, da-da-da-da, kosher. So I'm super excited, and they're $4.99 on special. So we are going to take 2 bags. I need some paper towels, and I'm just brisking by all the prepared food because for sure they are not kosher. The Bounty are so good. I don't know if it's a brand that you take, but I really like the smaller pieces. I feel like I'm doing my part for the environment, and they are $24.99. We try to have at least one meal per week that is vegan, but trying to hide the tofu for the children is getting harder and harder. I would love to know, what do you do to hide it? And these are like super good snacks, guacamole individually wrapped. Next to the guacamole, I see these grapes and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, can they be kosher? And unfortunately, even though they have a triangle K, it is not a reliable kosher certification. So I have to put them back, but they looked really, really good. As a treat, I'm going to take some Lay's chips for my children. Sometimes they're kosher, sometimes not, but today they are, so yoop yoop! On our way to the drink section, we see this amazing new product, which is Himalayan salt potato chips. It is KOSHER certified, which is a really, really good kosher certification. For $5.99, it's amazing. For Shabbat, for $8.49, I love this bubbly. It is kosher, so definitely it's coming with us. And my daughter, my beautiful baby daughter, wanted to help me, so she took this whole thing. Oh my god, it was so heavy. And I think I never told you that, but my husband is a runner. He's an athlete, so he takes Gatorade for $17.99. We took 2 boxes, and this is my kryptonite, people. I can do anything for these. I could eat 3 in one sitting, easy peasy. I won't take them just because I don't want to take all these calories, but they are delicious. Take them. You take them. You enjoy them for me. I will take some fries as well as some frozen cherries for our yogurt and our smoothies. It is so rare for them to be kosher, so I'm super excited about that. It's always a weird part of my Costco experience when I have to enter the refrigerator to get some fresh produce. So today I'm going to need some eggs. They are 30 eggs for $7.49, which is really a good price. I'm going to take 2 cases. I will also take some egg white for my breakfast, $7.49 for 4 containers, which again is an amazing price. I will also take some French green beans. $4.49 is an amazing price once again. And I always check the pack to see if there's any insect or anything like that. And when you look closely, here you go. This is an insect, so definitely it's not coming home with us. I take another pack and the humidity is so high, so I know it's going to rot super fast. But the third one is a charm. This one is not too humid, no insects can be seen, so it's coming home with us. On our way to the cash, we took some Dove shampoo and conditioner as well as Q-tips. And before leaving, we saw these strawberries, so definitely they needed to come home with us, and I will share with you how I store them for them to stay fresh for literally weeks. They were $9.99 for a big pack, so definitely a good price. And some of the weird habit of my children, they love these snacks. I don't know if your children ever took that or you like them, but seriously, seaweed people, $12.99 for 10, and they love it. Like, it won't last 2 weeks in our house. At the cash, of course, we do not have a self-checkout like at Walmart, which you know very well by now. It's like my nemesis. I always have issues. This is our first cart. My husband has another cart with pickles, ketchup, and other drinks. And seriously, these cashiers are so good. Remember last time during my Walmart haul, it took me like 20 minutes to self-checkout? This, with 2 full grocery carts, it took them less than 5 minutes to scan and pack everything into the carts. Like, it was amazing, and they are so nice. So a big shout out to them. They are always so lovely and polite. So love going to Costco for that. After packing the car, it's time to go home. Here's a quick overview of what we bought with the strawberries, cucumbers, French beans, as well as all these different items. And as promised, I will show you how I store them for them to stay fresh and amazing for weeks at a time. As soon as I come home, this is what I do to store the strawberries. I place them in an airtight container like the one from the haul. There are 2 ways to do it, or I put paper towel underneath the strawberries, or I put them directly in the container, and this will keep my strawberries fresh for 2 weeks, staying firm without mold. For the chicken, because I don't use a full pack when I meal prep, I will freeze them in portion size in freezer Ziploc bags, and I make sure to touch the chicken with only one hand so the other hand stays chicken free. I will freeze them flat, and then I will put them in the freezer upright like a filing system so I can always see what I have in stock. And if you want a full tour of my freezers and fridges, please let me know in the comments below. And of course, I will repeat the same process with a pack of chicken drumsticks. For the green beans, usually I would transfer them directly in an airtight container like the one we saw in the beginning of the haul, or in a Ziploc bag. But as fate wanted it, this is a fully airtight container, so I'm going to leave them as is. For the Mayer lemons, they come in a perforated bag, and also inevitably some will be a bit damaged. So I will go through the bag and put aside the lemons that are soft or not looking too fresh to avoid for them to make the rest of the lemons go bad faster. So I will use also these discarded lemons first, of course, and the rest of the beautiful lemons will go in a closed Ziploc bag in the crisper drawer, and they will stay fresh for weeks. For my celery to stay nice and crispy, I'm going to simply wrap it in an aluminum foil. It's like magic. It stays fresh for literally weeks at a time. Make sure that the top and bottom are really nicely secured. This is really the tip for your celery and my celery to stay nice and crispy. I have so many other tips and tricks on how to store vegetables and fruits for them to stay longer, fresher, so let me know in the comments below if you would like to see this video. And here is the moment you have been waiting for. We paid $796.89 for this whole kosher Costco haul that will last us easily for 2 to 3 months. I hope that you guessed what was the amount. I would love to offer you a coffee. On a side note, we never had such a big Costco haul ever, but we bought so many new things that were not on our list. This is most probably why it's so high. I would encourage you to watch my kosher Walmart haul as a follow-up to learn more on how I plan my meals, including how I use my magical cookbook. Thank you for being here until the end. It means the world to me, and know that in my book you are spectacular. And because you're here until the end, I would encourage you to write in the comments, I love shopping with you. So I know I'm not alone. And if nobody told you today, know that you are loved and you are perfect just the way you are. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to frum it up.